You know what they say, you can take the boy out of the hood, but some things are always going to stay the same. Karmelo Anthony claims he's penniless, can't afford a lawyer despite pocketing $650,000 after murder conviction. So he was paid $750,000 to kill a white kid. That's what happened. Now, Karmelo Anthony is dressed in a potato sack and thrown in prison. Where'd the money go? Because his lawyers were functionally retarded during the trial. Oh, wait, sorry, I forgot. The money went to send his family on a cruise, Carnival cruise, of course, and to get expensive dining at Benihana. I don't know. P.F. Chang's, probably, right? Look at this, brand new cars. Yo, brand new Escalades. GMC, huge. Look at that. Yo, what's going on? That's where it, and look at the neighborhood, by the way. Nice neighborhood. This neighborhood's actually called Richville. That's actually the name of the subdivision. Gated community, and it's where they moved, renting $1 million home off of the proceeds of their son's murder. The true villains, I think you could argue, are as much Karmelo Anthony's parents as they are Karmelo Anthony, because they're the ones who raised the monster that killed Austin Metcalf. And now they're begging for more money. But their new grift has been shut down. And we've confirmed this because we called Give, Send, Go, and we called GoFundMe. And I have conversations with the CEOs. And I got to tell you, man, the Karmelo Anthony family has changed everything forever when it comes to this grift because they are so shameless. Second fundraiser launch for Karmelo Anthony has been shut down following the conviction. It raised $700, but it's been removed by GoFundMe. We explicitly prohibit fundraisers that raise money for the legal defense of anybody formerly charged with a violent crime or convicted of a violent crime. Give, Send, Go did the exact same thing. They shut down the fundraiser, but more importantly, they changed their rules. The CEO of Give, Send, Go, his name's Jared, he and I had a conversation. He said, we are changing the rules forever that if you are accused of, convicted of a violent crime, that your Give, Send, Go must go to your attorney, your legal representative, not a family member. He says the Karmelo Anthony trial changed everything because it was going to his family for these luxuries, right? Now they're sobbing. Now they're crying. Oh, we're crying. They're lying. Ladies and gentlemen, they're lying. My son didn't intend to hurt anyone. The parents of Karmelo Anthony was sentenced to 35 years in prison, cried and spoke out. Austin will never walk through that door again, says the parents of Austin Metcalf, who died. It's amazing. Not a single tear shed. I'll play you some of the grotesque interview from Austin Metcalf's dad in just a second. Because they've never apologized. This family's never apologized. They're still playing the victim. This is the toxic last iteration. This is the final boss that you create when you create an entire ecosystem of rotted victimhood mentality people. I mean, look, again, they're no victims. Okay, this is the family. They're no victims. According to multiple reports, they bought a $150,000 Cadillac Escalade. They're renting $1 million house, brand new shoes, brand new suits, expensive trips, expensive vacations. They're living large off this $650,000, which can go a long way in the suburbs of Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, the money train has been shut down. They're claiming to be the victims, though, and they're lying all their way through. So everybody is celebrating the fact that they are getting shut down. GoFundMe has removed the new fundraising campaign, convicted killer Karmelo Anthony, and Give, Send, Go has changed their terms forever. And you can see here, we are not going to allow, the company told Fox News Digital, longstanding policy, fundraising campaigns, legal defense are removed from the platform and fully refunded. Somebody is charged with murder. As such, the fundraiser has been removed. The platform refunded the $700 raised. Ooh, the money train is slowing down. GoFundMe has just shut down another fundraiser. We explicitly prohibit the fundraisers. They're always out here begging for money. It's despicable. Honestly, it's just disgusting. Their parents due for another $900,000 house. Man, they're looking for. BLM did the exact same thing, right? So everyone's celebrating this. But Karmelo Anthony's too poor to appeal. So now he's got to use another public defender. Now we are going to have to pay for Karmelo Anthony. Isn't that sick? We have to pay for his attorney. You're entitled to a defense. The state provides the defense. It's not a great defense. Obviously, the guy's going to do 35 years in prison, but now we have to pay for it. It's despicable. Yeah. Courts will not consider assets of family members when determining indigence. You will likely get a court-appointed lawyer and initial appeal. Although, I got to tell you, I called in and I checked with a couple attorneys. I was just in Texas, actually. And, man, you could straight up seize the family's financial benefits from this crime. Wait until the family realizes that now Anthony is convicted. A Texas criminal cannot financially benefit from their crime. The house of cards that they purchased will be seized and handed over to the victim's family. Wrongful death. Well, I would love to see that happen. I've been disgusted by the way that this is all shaken down. Look at that beautiful home they're renting. Been disgusted. The father of Austin Metcalf was on Megyn Kelly's show, so the families are like doing round robins. First, Karmelo Anthony's family is out sobbing, lying, saying this is an all-white jury. This is a demonstrable lie. Here we go.
My son didn't intend to hurt anyone. My son was defending himself.
It took less than 3 hours for a jury to reject 19-year-old Karmelo Anthony's claims of self-defense in the stabbing death of 17-year-old Austin Metcalf. Prosecutors argued Anthony intentionally killed Metcalf after being taunted and shoved by Metcalf and his teammates at a high school track meet.
Take us inside that courtroom. What stuck out to you?
What stuck out to me, number one, was the all-white jury. But I was trying to be, like, all right, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, the truth is on our side.
So, like, what won't they lie about? And they've never apologized. The jury was made up of Hispanics and Asian people and Indian people. And again, if you kill someone's son and you're going to sit there and appeal it, like, shouldn't you at the very least apologize? And Austin Metcalf's dad is now finally going flames on. He's kept his mouth shut, which was very wise. And now he's free to lay waste to Karmelo Anthony and his family. And he did so here with Megyn Kelly, saying they've never apologized to him for murdering his son and destroying his family. Sick people. They should get nothing. I hope that they get sued into oblivion. Here we go.
All I know is he was put on house arrest and he got to enjoy his freedom as you gets to stay at home and play video games and eat pizza and have friends over and gets to go to the library, gets to go get his haircut, still gets to live until the trial. I knew nothing. I don't know where they live. They don't communicate. Ever since the press conference when I came to try to bridge the gap and they had me removed, Dominique Alexander proceeded to gaslight me. He acted like, he had this professional security team, which actually DPS has already found him guilty of operating a security team that's not licensed. This person has floundered and all he wants to do is infomercials for NGAN. He really is. I call him Minister Irrelevant because that's who he really is. He wants his 15 minutes of fame. He wants to give the Anthonys bad advice and take their money. And that's what he did. And from what I understand now, there's maybe a little bit infighting on that side of the camp. I heard that Tiffany Billions was blaming Dominique Alexander for the sentence that he received. No, the sentence he received was too light to begin with. But he's lucky he got 35. Because as my ex-wife pointed out, me, her, and Hunter, and the rest of our family, we've all been served a life sentence.